Next question from Rita Conrad and Pomfret.
Representatives Bacchiacchi and Alberts for coming tonight. We really appreciate it. My question is about First Five. I don't know how many people in this room are familiar with First Five, but was it not extended in this session? Did I hear it was extended? It was supposed to stop, but they extended it?
Yeah. I'm going to repeat it to Tony so he can hear you.
Yeah,
Was first,
well, I hear this year not so well, and this year or not at
was
all.
First Five extended?
Oh, yeah.
Was First Five extended?
Yes.
I know, Tony, you don't like First Five.
Or the second five.
And I don't like First Five, but I don't know how many people in this room are aware of First Five, what that means. And is anybody, did any of you support that? And if so,
No.
why? But has anybody done any calculations of what that's going to cost us in revenue?
Oh, it's huge.
Because to me, it's just another form of spending. It's just,
That's one of my pet peeves. And it was done under Republican governors too, but not to this extent. The philosophy is real bad because you're
What is it?
saying it.
What is it?
Okay, it's picking corporations and giving them a lot of money. That's what it amounts to. You pick winners and losers. So the governor picked the first 5 companies and loaded them up with a ton of money, and they make a commitment to provide X number of jobs. Well, it never happens because you're dealing with international corporations. I mean, how do you even audit this stuff? It's impossible to keep track of, and the companies that get the money are all well-established, who have lobbyists. Cigna got a ton of money. ESPN. I mean, that's probably one of the most successful corporations in American history. ESPN. They got $100 billion over 10 years, and they laid people off just last week, 2 weeks ago. So it goes on like this. So, and what you're really doing, philosophically, it's bad because you're picking winners and losers in business. You're not letting the marketplace sort it out. So you get, the one that really sticks in my craw a little bit, you take Carbella's over in East Hartford. Now, a lot of us are sports guys, and it is fun to go there, gals and guys, but we gave them $39 million to locate there. We put $10 million into their building. If you get off the highway, you will notice that the highway goes right into the parking lot. I mean, you can go right, you can get there easier than you can get to Rensselaer Field to watch a football game. That's an absolute fact. So that's fine. You give them $39 million. They create 300 or so jobs of the kind that we criticize Walmart for creating. And then as far as in Manchester, there's a sporting goods store that's been in business for 3 generations. So he's paying his taxes to subsidize his competitors. Now you tell me what's fair about that. Not and it doesn't work. What did he say?
How do we get on the list?
Well, actually, there is a list for small business. That's a good one.
Yeah. The First Five program, just to expand on it a little bit, I'll give you a couple examples. We gave $115 million to move a hedge company, the richest hedge company in Connecticut. We offered them $115 million to move from Westport to Bridgeport. Jackson Laboratories is a big research pharmaceutical type company. We are giving them $900 million to create infrastructure and create jobs in Hartford. We gave ESPN a boatload of money, and now they're laying off 100 people. We gave $40,000 to a restaurant in West Hartford, which now the doors are closed. So it's supposed to be a job creation program, but as Rita said, it's primarily a government subsidy program and a spending program. I just think to myself, if we saved all that money and did something for small businesses, just didn't tax them as much and let them grow, we could create jobs without spending money. It seems so smart, so I don't know why we're not doing it, but.
Well, I think what they both have said is that under the Democratic leadership and the Democratic control of both chambers and the executive branch, there's a philosophy of we're smarter than anybody else. We can pick winners, and we are going to pick these winners, and they're going to succeed. Don't hold us accountable for it. I think when we actually looked at the statistics at the Jackson Labs, it was about $1 million for every job that was created. $1 million, or promised, every job that was promised to be created. So, from my perspective, what we should be doing is trying to figure out a way to lower taxes, make things more predictable. I would love to see a world in which we didn't have a Department of Economic and Community Development. We just had low taxes, and people were incented to come here because it was logical to come to Connecticut because we have a low tax structure. But, you know, that's not where we are today, so we have a lot of work to do.